Coach Bates bellowed. Here, Jules yawned. Wendy Quinn, here. Allie Kruger, here. The girls gathered by the far fence, using it to help them balance as they stretched their calves and hamstrings. Maddy nibbled her thumbnail down to a bloody stump, simultaneously touching the roots of her bone-straight hair, feeling for its silky smoothness. Coach, are you really gonna make us do this? Charlotte McHale whined, stomping in place like a toddler. Coach Bates checked off her attendance list without looking up. You ladies need a run. Do those muscles some good. The girls grumbled in response. Coach stuffed the clipboard in her armpit, her long gray hair tucked under a Springville Pirates softball hat. Don't you want to stay nice and thin for your prom dresses? Coach teased. I don't have to worry about that, Jules quipped, bumping Wendy with her butt. Don't know about the rest of these fat asses. Wendy laughed, pinching Jules's exposed thigh. Speak for yourself. They giggled, playfully evading each other's grasps. Maddy wasn't paying attention. She could only hear a pulse beating against her eardrum, nose picking up the scent of her greatest nightmare. It wasn't supposed to rain. She'd checked. She always checked. Every day, she turned the radio on while cooking breakfast and called the weather hotline twice before walking out the front door. Even with a 20% chance of rain, she would have stayed home. The forecast called for cloudless skies, 75 degrees, low humidity. So why did the sky look like it was about to change its mind? Earth to Maddy, come in, Maddy. Maddy whipped around, pushing her crooked brown frames up her nose. Huh? The entire class stared at her, scowling. Well, thanks for joining us, Coach Bates snapped. I only called your name about 5 times. Maddy quickly eyed the ground, combing through her long ponytail with shaky fingers. Coach Bates shook her head and pulled out a stopwatch. All right, ladies, line up. Time to head out. You'll run down by Lower Field and back. 2 loops on my count. Maddy glanced at the sky once more. Something sour dripped down the back of her throat, forcing her to do the unthinkable. But, it's gonna rain, she blurted out in a shrill voice. The entire class turned, dumbfounded. Maddy hadn't said more than 3 words all year. Now, mid-May, she had strung together an entire sentence. Coach Bates, shocked at first by the sound of her least favorite student's voice, rolled her eyes. Well, guess that means you ladies will be running faster. Now move it. You'll be back long before it starts. Let's go, ladies, chop, chop. Maddy's lungs turned to stone, leaking out quick, shallow bits of air. 1 drop. That's all it would take to end things. Her eyes darted to the school doors, biting a trembling lip as her father's voice raged inside her head. No one can know. No one can ever know. She could not, under any circumstance, get her hair wet. But if she tried to escape, Coach Bates would catch her, and who knew what that would lead to? The principal's office? Detention? Suspension? Maddy had never been in trouble a day in her life. So she tucked her low ponytail inside her shirt and followed the line downfield. The girls ran in pairs, except for Maddy, who huffed alone in the back, trying to keep up, trying to outrun the threat of rain looming above them. She wasn't as athletic as the other girls, had never played any sports or taken a single dance lesson. Papa wouldn't allow it. The sweat would have only ruined her hair. No one can know. No one can ever know. Well, yeah, the dress came, but it's nothing like the picture, Jules said to Wendy, winded.